Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we're going to be going over some shoulder exercises that will keep your shoulders healthy but also strengthen the rotator cuff as well as the back of the shoulder. So let's get started. I'm going to show the variations. There are two variations I'm going to be showing. I'm going to be showing them with just the body weight, and then I'll give you the option with a little bit of a small change plates, 5s or 2.5s. This was a request from someone in the community, so thank you guys. If you guys have requests, feel free to drop a comment below. All right, let's get started. So I have my 2.5s right here that I'm implementing in a second. The first exercise are going to be YTWLs. So someone asked about this video, so I'm going to demonstrate those movements, and we're going to go over some points of performance, and then we'll add some weight, and then stay tuned for the second variation, which is maybe a little more popular. So for these exercises, you're going to be hinging from your hips. You want to have a slight bend in your knee, a pretty aggressive hinge from the hips. My torso is almost 45-degree angle. I could even go parallel to the floor if you have the range of motion. So we're starting with just our body weight. For that first exercise is going to be a Y. So you want to think of bringing your arms up into a Y position, keeping the arms straight as possible. My palms are facing each other. As I create this Y, thumb is facing up. I'll give you guys a rep scheme and how you can incorporate this into your routine, so stay tuned for that as well. So first exercise, Y. Then we're going to come back down to center, wrist or hands underneath the shoulder. Then we're going to come out to the side as a T. So as I create that T, palms can face down, or if I want, I can rotate palms facing out and thumbs facing back up. And you want to imagine the wrist getting in line with the shoulder. So we have Y, back to center, T, back to center. For the W, I'm going to bend my arms and I'm going to rotate palms facing down as I do this W. So as I'm standing up, you can kind of see, as I'm doing the W, I'm driving my elbows back, elbows are down, fingertips are up, and I'm trying to get my wrist on top of my elbow here versus being at an angle like so. So Y, T, W, then I'm going to come back to center. Then from here, I'm going to bring my arms out to think of like a goalpost area. So wrist in line with elbow, elbow in line with shoulder. So I come out to this position for the L. Then we're going to rotate down, back up, and then back to center. I will show another variation of how you can do that. So again, in this position, as I come out to that side, like the W, I just raise my elbows up, rotate down, back up, and down. The other option is if I'm in this position, I just bring my elbows out to the side, rotate up, back down, and then coming back to that center position. Now, there's a couple different differences in terms of how I've seen them done, whether you start out in this kind of hangman position, then go to that goalpost, then back down. It is up to you, but I'm going to leave it into your ballpark and how you want to handle that. So this is how you can incorporate into your routine. You are going to do 8 to 10 reps of each exercise. So if I'm doing the Ys, right, I could go Y for those 8 to 10 reps. Then I could go 8 to 10 reps of that T, 8 to 10 reps of that W, and then 8 to 10 reps of that L position, right? So again, if I come out here, down, and then back, or down, back, and come to the start position. So you could do 10 of those 4 exercises, 8 to 10 reps. That's one round. You complete a total of 3 rounds for that. The other option is to go kind of in a cycle with those exercises. So I would go Y, T, W, back to center, and again, elbows out, up for that L, back to center. That would essentially be one round, one rep of each. Then you could cycle through that for about 10 reps of each, 8 to 10 reps of each, right? So everyone's a little different in terms of how they implement it. Personally, when I do exercises, I will do one direction or one movement, and then I'll rotate and do the next one. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys, but that is one variation of those shoulder exercises. If we're going to add weight, I would grab my 2.5s or 5s, whatever you start with, but I do recommend starting with light weights. These are some plates from Rogue. If you want to check them out, the link is below. Again, you can start with 1 pound. If you have light dumbbells, 2 5-pounders, whatever it might be, that works as well, but start light. So same thing would apply. Y. Now when I do my T's, again, palm can face down, or I could rotate palms face away. So as I go out to the side, palms are facing out, my thumb is back. That's another option. W, which I've incorporated into other exercises before. Again, I could rotate palms face away, kind of like a reverse flying away, or just palms face each other into that W. And then again for the L, elbows up, rotate up, back down, or if I want to come straight up here, rotate down, and then back up to you guys. again, play around with it, find what works best for you. So that's one variation. The second variation for the shoulder exercises today are going to be YTAs. Now, these might be a little more common. I've heard the YTAs a little bit more often than the other variation, but again, both are going to be implemented into your routine. I play around with both, and I recommend you do as well. So same hinged over position, right? Y, same position. T, same position, palms facing down. The only thing that's going to change for the A is I'm going to go back at a 45-degree angle, palms facing down. Now, there is a second variation of this. You could do palms facing kind of out, and I raise them up. I've actually done those on the floor. Nothing's wrong with them. I like being hinged over from the top. This allows me more range of motion here. The ones on the floor are a little more challenging. If you do want to see those, let me know, and I'll share it for later in a separate video. All right, so Y, palms face each other. T, palms face down or thumbs back. And then that A. This A is going to allow you to really focus on squeezing your shoulder blades back and down as I have the arm at an angle. Same thing applies here with the 2.5s or small change plates. Y, T, and A. Now, just like we did with the YTWLS, we can do two variations. I can do my 10 reps, 8 to 10 reps, 8 to 10 reps, and 8 to 10 reps, or I could do my Y, T, and then A, and then I'll go through that for 8 to 10 repetitions or sets if you think about it, but we're trying to get the total of 8 to 10 reps. So if I do the 1-1-1, that just means I'm going to cycle through that. This is going to be great for the back side of the shoulder. We're working on those external rotators, especially as we go back. We're pinching the shoulder blades back. If you spend a lot of time on a computer or your phone and you're driving, we tend to be in this rounded forward position. So we want to think of pulling the shoulder blades back, having more upright position. So that was our warm-up for today. I gave you guys a couple different variations. Hopefully you guys will utilize that. Please share this with others. Now we're going to get to a little quick upper body pressing set. I love dumbbell workouts, and so we're going to be using the dumbbells today. All right, so we're going to grab a moderate weight. We're going to go higher reps today. We're going to go 15 repetitions for this workout and for this movement. Since I kind of already warmed up a little bit, I recommend maybe grabbing a light weight for yourself, do a couple reps, and then we'll get started. But the first exercise is going to be an alternating single arm press. So we've done presses before, and one of my most recent YouTube videos, we did that. But for today, we're going to do a single arm press, but we're still going to have two dumbbells. So we're going to work that isometric pause. I'm going to work with my stance, feet between my hips or shoulders, whatever you feel more comfortable with. My lower body is completely still. Meaning I'm squeezing my butt, squeezing my abs, and squeezing my quads. So I'm nice and tight. Dumbbells are off the back side of the shoulder on one side, and the other side's kind of at an angle. And then I'm actually having my 45-degree angle with my elbows here. So a single arm press, I'm going to keep one dumbbell arm down. I'm going to press up overhead, lock it out. Once I return back to the shoulders, then I'm going to alternate. 2, 2, 3, 3. We're going all the way to 15 on each arm. That's 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Grab a weight that's manageable. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Ooh, this is going to get spicy now. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15. Ooh, spicy meatballs. All right, so that is part of our upper body superset. Again, I personally love supersets, so we're going to stick with that today as the theme. So once we're done with that, we'll put the dumbbells to the side or on a platform. Then we're going to come grab a little bit heavier dumbbell, and we're going to be going from our upper body here. We're going to go one dumbbell on each arm. We're going to go straight overhead. So it's going to be a press, but now we're doing the dumbbell at the same time, but I'm changing the position because we're going a little more narrow. So sometimes I've done supersets where it's a push-pull or a lower body, upper body, or a hinge or squat lunge. Today we're doing press. So we just fatigued the muscles, so now we're going to try to go a little heavier. We're going to go less reps. We're going to go 10 reps. Heavier dumbbell, but one dumbbell on each side. So we'll try a 35. I have a feeling I might be regretting this, but we'll find out here shortly. So when I grab the dumbbell on each head, it looks like so. This is a great variation. If you struggle to go overhead, you need one dumbbell, and this is going to be a great option. So same thing, I'm going to press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now notice that I have my palm at the base here, and my fingers are wrapped around the bell. My thumb is on the back side. So as I press, I want to make sure I have a good grip on the bar, or dumbbell, excuse me, so that it doesn't come out of my hand. So we have our watch, our clock. If you want to use your phone, that works as well. But we are going to start, that was our first set. We're doing 3 sets of this. So this is going to target our shoulders, our pecs a little bit, mainly that front delt, a little bit of our triceps as well. The single arm, so I've done variations of this before, but the single arm press or even Arnold press, it's a great variation because it's going to obviously tax your core a little bit as well because you're having to brace and making sure you're not leaning too aggressively to push or press overhead, right? So that is a great exercise. Single arm dumbbell press with 2 dumbbells, 15 repetitions each arm. So think of it as maybe total 30 reps. Lighter on that weight, then we're gonna go a little heavier, and then we're gonna go into that dumbbell with 1 dumbbell, both hands on it. And then we'll go overhead for 10 repetitions. All right, I am thirsty. Talking and after working out, definitely makes my mouth dry. All right, resting about 60 seconds. This is gonna be a quick superset. If you need to go lighter or if you need more rest, you can do that. Give yourself 90 seconds. 1 minute time coming up now. We're gonna go back to the dumbbells again. Single arm press. Another variation, if for whatever reason you can't do presses like this, you can always do an Arnold press where the dumbbells face you and then you rotate palms face overhead. So if that's an issue with going overhead, you can utilize that. There's 2, 3, 3. You can even walk if you want doing these. That's 4, 5, 5. Hard to count and talk at the same time. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. We're almost there. 10. 10. I can feel it in my triceps. 11, 12, 12, 13, 13. Ooh, 14. Elbow. Oh my goodness. That is spicy on the shoulders. I did some running this morning, run intervals and sled pushes, and my legs are obviously taxed, but my arms are a little spicy from the other day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. 5. All delt in front of the shoulder. 7. Oh my goodness, that was 2 sets. So we have a total of 3 sets today. Again, this is a quick upper body workout. So if you liked the mobility, you liked the kind of shoulder mobility, I call it, or shoulder prehab exercises, definitely incorporate that. You can even do it when days you're not at the gym, right? You can just do just your body weight, no extra weight. Incorporate that, maybe try to do it 2 to 3 times a week, see how the body feels. And then today, obviously, we are almost 3 minutes into our workout. This is, again, I didn't necessarily warm up because I warmed up before, but I recommend lightweight, just try a couple reps, 2 to 4 reps, see how you feel, and then get into your working sets. Because this is upper body push and push or press and press, you don't want to go too heavy in your warm up because it's a higher volume in terms of repetitions, and you're going to feel fatigued. Again, the other day I did burpee box jump over, so like the pressing, I'm a little fatigued. Did some ring dips, some negatives. My chest is kind of tight. Also, funny story, if you guys have ever watched this movie, I won't say the name because I want you to quote it in the comments below if you know this movie, but after running intervals, I looked down and like was completely sweaty. I have gray pants, and unfortunately that shows a lot of sweat easily, and so it made me think of this movie where he says, if peeing your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis. So if you guys know what movie that is, I know it's super corny, I'm corny, but if you know what movie that is, feel free to drop a comment below and let me know what movie that is. I love that movie and I love that quote. It just made me think about that. Anyways, time is up, rest is up. Last set here, back to the strict presses. Also something you feel, if you want to target a little more of the back, you can bring the arms back for the single arm press. That will actually help a little bit with this exercise. We're doing press, and it's 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, almost there. 8, whoo, 9. Ooh. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I have to stretch out my shoulders after this. Entropy, come here. What is Entropy doing? Entropy has not been a necessarily good girl the past few days. She's been little sassy pants, right? Nope, don't eat the leaves. Hey, come here. Bring your ball. 5, halfway. Oh my goodness. All right, so that 3 sets took a little over 5 minutes. That was with about a minute 15 rest on that last set because I was telling a joke. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed these shoulder exercise videos and you liked the workout, feel free to share with others. This should be something you should incorporate into your routine every single day. Not necessarily the workout, but for sure the shoulder exercises. Think of them as more daily movement, right? So maybe you go for a walk, maybe you go ride your bike, you go for a run. Think of that just as well as your body, right? We are designed to move. We are designed to be mobile, right? So making sure you take care of your body is very important. If you guys found this helpful and beneficial, please share with others. Please feel free to leave a comment below. Also, let me know if you know that movie quote, and I'll see you guys next time.